This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
As you're waking up on this Friday morning, we're going to take a live look in Farmington right now. That'll be the scene on the right-hand side of the screen. And as you can see, it is indeed raining. The streets are indeed wet. And over on the left-hand side is the Doppler radar, and the storm continues to move through our area as we speak. Good morning, everybody. It is also Friday, August the 4th. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Happy Friday. We do want to say, yeah, I know, what a week. And we're still kind of in it because of all of this weather that we're facing.
Yeah.
Farmington, I feel like, has been a point of issue.
Yeah,
for
the
last
southern
2 days.
parts.
Yeah.
southern parts, Farmington, Fredericktown, 12 Mile. I mean, Bonne Terre got hit really hard yesterday. We haven't had power outages this morning, but even in Park Hills, 400 customers still without power. So, we're just keeping this train going. But, there is some good news as we go into next week. We will finally be done with some rain and storms, at least for Monday and Tuesday. But in the short term, the wet pattern continues. I have been tallying numbers all morning long, and these are our highest so far from 12 Mile into Fredericktown, 1 inch to almost 2 inches. And then Union, you're just over 1 inch. Park Hills and Festus, the numbers continue to go up there, almost 3/4 of an inch. So most of the rain has wrapped up for St. Louis Metro, but we do have slick roads, and because of that, during the 5 o'clock hour, we had a couple of crashes, but you can see most of the heavy rain down across our southern counties, really from Festus into Fredericktown, and then the 55 drive from Bloomsdale into Perryville. Spotty showers starting to wrap up out towards central Missouri. Some good news there, and that means within the next hour, we will be done with rain, finally. And then the rest of the day is dry. Temperatures today in the mid-80s, but staying humid. But as mentioned, dry weather does return today. So we'll talk more about the weekend forecast coming up. We have a few issues on the roads this morning, so let us talk about that. Paul is off, taking a little vacation time. So here's 270 at Doherty Ferry. Up ahead at Manchester, there was a tractor trailer that slid off the road. And this has been the case for almost about 45 minutes to an hour, so the backup continues to grow with a couple lanes blocked there, and you can see on the map the red that's showing up. So you're down to about 10 to 20 miles per hour there. It is a quick little spot where you get past it and speed right back up, but also a tractor trailer lost some Rice Krispies on 255 eastbound at Telegraph, and that scene's still being worked as well. So be careful out there. Roads are still damp.
All right. Well, another day, another weather threat. This is really something that we've been saying all week long, it seems like.
We've been on repeat.
Yeah.
Alex Fees is on the roads for us this morning in Storm Tracker, monitoring the water levels in these rain-drenched conditions that we're dealing with. And Alex, where are you now, and what are you seeing on this Friday morning?
Hey, Rennie and Michelle, good morning. We are in Farmington, Missouri right now. We just turned around here on Highway 67 because we wanted to show you this. Over on the left side of your screen, check this out. It must be some kind of a staging area or something for utility trucks. That said, there were multiple utility trucks lined up there here along Highway 67. You can see the rain continues to fall, though very lightly at this hour. Road conditions are wet. And there you have it in front of it. There were multiple utility trucks. Those are Ameren trucks that we see across Highway 67 here. Now again, power appears to be on here. There's not a power outage or anything, so this must just be some kind of a staging area. But meanwhile, yesterday we have some video I want to show you. This was the situation in Washington County yesterday. As you can see, one neighborhood in Potosi was littered with trees, broken power poles and power lines. People there expect to be without power for a couple of days. Now, one homeowner had electrical lines torn from the side of her house.
We have to hire an electrician, and they'll have to put a whole new, because it was an older setup, they'll have to put all new electrical in.
Well, thanks for talking to me. Good luck to you.
Now again, people in that part of Missouri had reasons to expect to be without power at least in today as well. Again, looking live here in Storm Tracker in southeast Missouri, we are in Farmington this morning, and we have come upon some sort of a staging area for utility trucks. Power is up here. There's electricity all around us. However, this must just be a place that Ameren crews and other utility crews are staging in case things should go south. That is the situation here in Farmington, Missouri. I'm Alex Fees in the Storm Tracker.
Thank you, Alex. Come on over to your screen if you can and take a look at this. That's the Big River flooding at the St. Francis State Park near Bonne Terre. The high water plus today's flood risk has campsites closed at St. Francis State Park and Merrimack State Park. The St. Francis campsites will reopen on Monday, but the Merrimack sites are closed indefinitely. You can get the very latest Weather First forecast anytime that you need it. Simply text the word weather to 314-425-5355.
Well, 6:06 is the time this morning, and we're all feeling those effects of inflation this year, and it's going to be no different when you start your back to school shopping.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Luckily, this weekend, there are ways to save some money and even get some of those school supplies for free. Our Mercedes McKay joins us now live with everything that you need to know. Good morning, Mercedes.
Good morning, Rennie and Michelle. It's that time of the year again. It's hard to believe, but today marks the start of Missouri's back-to-school sales tax holiday. This year, you can save even more money, something we all want to hear, and that's the law that went into effect this past year, which prevents cities and counties from opting out of this sales tax. All these savings will start today and go all the way through Sunday at midnight. Time to get on out and shop. So here's what this weekend includes. You can pay no taxes on up to $50 worth of school supplies, up to $100 worth of clothing or diapers, up to $150 worth of graphing calculators, up to $350 worth of computer software, and up to $1,500 worth of computers and other devices. Now, also this weekend is the Urban League and St. Louis Public Schools Back to School Expo. That means tomorrow at the America Center, kids will receive free back to school supplies, haircuts, health screenings, and even vaccinations. Also, for the first time this year at the Expo, you will be able to register your child for school.
It's about breaking down barriers. We've got a lot of people with a lot of different challenges in their lives every day. And for some folks, getting their kids to school on that first day is difficult. So what we're doing and what the Urban League is doing is creating a space that breaks down a bunch of those barriers.
The Back to School Expo is tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the America Center downtown. Parking will be free, but if you don't want to deal with the hassle of parking downtown, there will actually be buses picking up people from over 40 St. Louis public schools and then dropping them off directly downtown. So again, very convenient there. Coming up in the next half hour, I'll break down what's not included in the sales tax holiday this weekend. Live in Brentwood, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Very good information. Thanks so much, Mercedes. We also want to tell you about this. Some retailers are adding deals on top of Missouri's tax-free weekend. So today you can actually snag a great deal on kids' eyeglasses. Sam's Club is offering members a BOGO deal, buy one, get one free, on youth prescription glasses through mid-August. How about that? And then people looking to buy gently used or new back-to-school items might find some really great deals at the Just Between Friends consignment sale. The JBF sale is going full steam right now. It's going to run through Saturday at the Bud Dome 2 in South County. And I just want to say, if you go Saturday, tomorrow, the last day, you actually get a lot of those items even half off that. But organizers say some items can be 50 to 90% off retail alone. Pretty cool. So for a list of items included in the tax holiday weekend, you can text the word tax to 314-425-5355. So Anthony, are you done with your school shopping yet?
No, in fact,
No,
I'm
not
getting my phone out so I can text that number. What was it? 5352.
You don't have that memorized by now?
No, not yet. I need those things. I mean, this is the weekend to get it done, right?
Yes.
All right, parents, so as you make those plans to head out and do some shopping this weekend, heads up, we will have rain around in the morning hours today. Also for Saturday and Sunday, this will be the trend through the weekend, but we do dry out in the afternoon hours for all of the weekend. So, as you make those plans to get all of those goodies for yourself, and remember the teachers too, because they could use your help. It will be hot and humid in the afternoon. Sunday evening, our final round of storms roll through. We will show you the future cast and those numbers. That's coming up.
A nighttime hike turns into a rescue